Hey guys, Shrunsy Phillips here, the brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Taking a go out today, see what came out today, see what things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, the main big things coming out today is 65, as well as Dungeons and Dragons. I think I saw there was like exclusives for those ones. I believe there was like a Steelbook for Dungeons and Dragons, I believe at Best Buy. And I think I saw something exclusive for 65. I might be totally wrong about that, but I believe I saw something for that. I also saw that People Under the Stairs is coming out today for the first time on 4K. That's one of those things where I feel like they might have a copy of that at Best Buy, because when it comes to, Best Buy having like Scream Factory 4Ks, it's usually, when it comes to the Scream Factory ones, it's like half the time they get them. It's like, and it's kind of really weird and sporadic for the ones they do and don't carry. So when it comes to People Under the Stairs though, I feel like they'll probably have that one. Also though, at the end of this video is going to be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received to review and talk about for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for those at the end of this video as well. But anyway though guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. And you guys know, I always just show right here in the front where the movies used to be. I say it every single time, the same thing. So we get to kind of see the new books that change. Because it used to be the movies, and in the actual section over there, they're always blasting the music. So at least this way we get to show something in here and can talk over it, even though it's just the candies and the books. But we shall see, fingers crossed. Hopefully something's changed out over there. This location, if you guys have been seeing the videos, it usually doesn't get the stuff out, and usually gets last week's releases out by this Tuesday. So we'll see. So probably what came out last Tuesday will probably be out today. Well, as expected, absolutely nothing changed out in there. It was all the same stuff. They did have stuff from last Tuesday out in there though, but it's like that seems to be the modus operandi of this Target, is like never stocking anything. Like I always say, like that joke, 0 F's given. For some reason, it's like that every time at this location. I'd love to be surprised, but maybe someday, before before they just stop selling DVDs altogether in the store. But we shall see. We shall see. Fingers crossed they do. Into Walmart we go. All right, so I've not peeked yet, so we'll see. Hopefully they have some stuff out. It looks like, from what I can tell, it looks like I'm seeing some things in here. I always feel like these big cars, these are not the bad ones. The other ones they drag though are like the bane of your existence, because they're like so loud and dragging all over the place. But like I was saying, the main big things that came out today was Dungeons and Dragons. And I see the Blu-ray here. There is a spot for the 4K, it looks like, for $29.99. And then for 45, I'm sorry, see, I keep mixing up and saying 60, it's 45 for some reason. 65, it looks like they only have the old DVD for it for some reason. They didn't put out any of the other ones for that one. So sorry, Adam Driver. Anyone that wants to, buy you here, they're stuck with this old dusty DVD of it. But the DVD though of Dungeons and Dragons is $19.96 for that one, so it's $19.96 for the 65 DVD as well. But if they had the Blu-ray, it would be $22.96, and then the 4K was $27.96. Other than that though, I see, I think this one might have been today. This one, Violent Evergarden, the movie. I think this one may have been today. This one is $24.96 for that one. At least I don't remember seeing that one last Tuesday. And then they randomly put like the Spider-Man ones back in the spot again, I guess because the new one is coming out. But yeah, those are definitely not new ones. They might have included something new with them, like a Walmart Plus Rewards. So maybe there's something reward included inside of it. Let's see if there's anything else over here on this side. Nothing majorly new that I don't remember seeing the past couple weeks. Let's see. It's just funny. They're advertising 65 everywhere, and then they only have the, the DVD out. And then I showed all these ones the past couple weeks. These are the new ones that have like the kind of the paper cover in front of them. They're the original old DVDs of them, but they just have the brand new artwork in the front for these ones here, like the travel kind of postcards. And let's see in here if there's anything different. I don't know if there is today or not, and they may not have updated it. And the other location has been really bad lately on changing things out. So it's been a whole big conundrum. So we'll see. But I don't see anything, as far as I can tell, though, new in here either, though. Seems to be all the same stuff. This Transformers Earthspeak possibly could have been this week. I don't know for sure. But as far as I can tell, I'm not noticing anything new here, though, mixed in here. Into the second Walmart we go. All right, so we're gonna head back and see what they have. This location though has been really bad lately at like getting the movies out. Oh, see, like look, it's like this, like that. For some reason, it's like everything's been raptured here. It's been like that now. So you see, like everything's like totally empty. This is the one that was always really good at getting stuff out. So I don't know what's happened. Like somebody that was like one of the good employees must have just like quit, because like I don't know what happened. They do have some of last Tuesday's stuff out, but it doesn't look like they're. I don't know what would have been new for like the smaller releases in this area this week in here, but yeah, nothing new, and they didn't, like I said, didn't change anything out. And I don't know, and it's late too. I'm a lot later. It's like 5:30 now or something, and there's still nothing out in here. But like I said, you can see all the spots for everything, but nothing changed out. And then in this area too, where it was all these postcard ones, there's like very few of them here as well put out for these ones as well. Oh, what a pain. You always have to check these areas too, because sometimes randomly they put new things in here. Like this is some interesting set of Scooby-Doo I never saw. It's funny, I've never seen them do that to get with the live action movies and then mix them in together with a bunch of the random animated ones. There's no real rhyme or reason, I think, to which ones are in this set either. It's interesting though. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's this $69. I think that's something else. I think I don't know. They seem to be all in the wrong spots, but I definitely have not seen that particular one. And there's one like this too that puts the Space Jam movies together with the Looney Tunes ones. But yeah, like I said, nothing really in here today. They just decided not to stock anything in that spot. All the ads for it though. But yeah, it's actually later. I said 5:30. It's actually 6:40. So it's actually a lot later than I thought it was. But yeah, for some reason, this particular location, this was the one that was always like the best. Always would get everything stocked. Everything was always out on Tuesdays. It was never like this. For some reason now, it's been like this the last probably 3 weeks or so of them really doing a bad job stocking the stuff. So my thought is that someone's on vacation or has quit. Whoever it was that was like putting everything out and getting everything out, you know, on time and everything. So it's just a pain, because this, like I said, was the best one for stuff being out. And now, alas, it's not. Hopefully soon though, they'll start to, you know, get everything on the shelves and everything like that though. We shall see though. We shall see. Hopefully it doesn't continue on for a long time like this. Into Best Buy we go. All right, so taking a look over here, I see Dungeons & Dragons. The standard Blu-ray is $24.99. The 4K is $30.99, and then it looks like there was a Steelbook that sold out for $35.99. So that's why I thought that there was something Steelbook related for that one. Other than that, though, let's take a look over here. I did see one thing, though, that for sure I wanted to get. I do see 45 here. Sorry, 65. And what's cool is they have kind of like a reflective, different look to the blue on this, as I've never seen them use on it. So that's kind of a cool thing. When you look at like the standard blue, it's like a different kind of reflection to it. This is one of the other ones that came out today on 4K, Cliffhanger, on a Steelbook for that one. I always kind of like that movie. I haven't seen that movie in so long, though. That one's $30.99 for that one. But then other than that, though, the one that I was mentioning that I really did want to get was People Under the Stairs. And it's $29.99, but still, I really always love this movie, so definitely I'm going to pick this one up. And then also Thelma and Louise, that one released today. I think Last Starfighter released on 4K today as well. And then I did see this one here today too, this one called Spinning Gold for $24.99. I don't know anything about this one. If you guys have seen this one though, let me know how that one was. I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk over the music. Other than that though, I don't see anything else different here today. That seems to be all the main new ones here today though. Yeah, so in there though, I ended up getting the People Under the Stairs 4K in there. I love this movie. This is one of those movies that I've watched throughout the years so many times. I probably bought this movie so many times throughout the years, like the original like VHS, the DVD, then there was like the I think original Blu-ray, then the Scream Factory Blu-ray, and now the Scream Factory 4K. So there's been so many different editions of this one throughout the years. I wouldn't doubt if down the line there's probably be a Steelbook next for this one. I could see it with this original original poster, you know, done as a steelbook. Anyway, though, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys picked up on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K, if you guys ended up picking up anything new today. Also, though, let me know anything new that you guys have seen in theaters, if you guys saw any new films, or anything new that you guys have watched on streaming or TV or anything like that as well. But now, stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Lionsgate, and this is also, I believe, the first of the Verstron video steelbooks that they've done. I don't think there's been any other steelbooks from them, but I might be wrong about that. But I think, like I said, I think this is the very first one, and this is Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive, which is a film which I've always really loved. This film, this is one of those movies too, when it first came out, I remember people kind of talked like not the greatest about it, and then like throughout the years, people always like started to really like the movie. But I've always loved the film. It's a really fun, ridiculous film, basically, though, about this comet that came and made the something with the magnetic pull, and basically made all the trucks come to life, and all these people that are at this truck stop, you know, this gas station truck stop, trying to figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to survive these trucks, because if they leave, you know, basically the trucks will come after them and kill them, run them down. It's absolutely crazy, but a really, really fun movie. Like I said, one of those movies that I've always really liked. It has all the features from the original Verstron video release, like commentary tracks on here, interviews on here, making ofs, restoration, what does it have? A theatrical trailer, behind the scenes footage, TV spots as well on here. And I'll show you guys, though, a look inside here. But here's a look at the back for the steelbook, and here's a look, though, inside as well for this one. But like I said, great movie. If you guys have never seen this one, definitely worth checking out. They made a remake as well for this movie for TV that I feel like a lot of people saw that one too, because I think it aired on Sci-Fi or USA back in the day, called Trucks, and it was basically the exact same story, but it was like done a lot cheaper. The next one here is from Lionsgate as well, and this is one I was really interested in seeing because Kelly Reiter had a role in the film as well, and it's a movie here called Mojave Diamonds. This is a fun movie. This was also William McNamara, who was just in my film, Desert Fiends. He's also in the movie. He's great in this movie, and also in the background you see Nicole Vegas, who was the producer on Desert Fiends, and also one of the stars of the film. You see her in the film as well. Basically, though, this is about like these it's kind of hard to explain, but like these criminals are that are on the run from the mob, and they have to go and basically have to steal these diamonds, and if they don't, basically they're the ones kids are kind of held hostage, and if they don't do it, basically it's going to be bad. So it kind of becomes this whole big thing. I would say too, my favorite character in here was Quinton Rampage Jackson's character. Like there's like some of these crazy scenes in here too, especially one like with him and like this bowling scene too, which was just so ridiculous and so goofy, but I really, really liked it. But it's like a really fun action movie. Which was fun too was a lot of times when they make action movies like this, they kind of go a little bit like dead serious. They don't have any comedy in it, and that's what I liked, is that they added some elements of like kind of over the top fun comedy, which I like. I like that it's not like just so dead serious. The next one here, which is from Paramount, is one. This one is the 4K Ultra HD release. This has the 4K and the digital code. Now keep in mind, this only includes the 4K. It doesn't have a Blu-ray copy of the film. And this is Dungeons and Dragons: Honor and Thieves. So this is the Dungeons and Dragons game turned into a film. They actually did a movie of Dungeons and Dragons years back. I think it was in 2000. I think it was with Thora Birch. I can't remember who else was in it, but I know it was Thora Birch and a couple other people. I remember that one really well when that came out. There was so much promotion for that one, and that was like at the time too, they were kind of like doing a lot of like games to movies, and that was one of the first times they were doing like a board game, as far as I can think of, to movie. It was kind of like around the time they were doing like House of the Dead and all that, like video games, and then they started moving into board games at that time with that one, and I don't think they did many others that were kind of based on board games around that time. So this is the new rendition of the story, much more to, I believe, to the game, and like done a lot more bigger budget and stuff compared to, from what I remember, with the original one that I saw, because I saw that one back in the day and it was not that great from what I can remember. This one has on here though deleted and extended scenes. It has on here Fantastic Foes, gag reel on here, but this one stars Michelle Rodriguez, and also has in here Hugh Grant in this one here as well. The next one here, this one is from Warner Brothers. They sent over a free copy to let you guys know this one is available. This one I want you guys to know is available as well, called A Good Person. Very, very sad film, basically though about Florence Pugh's character getting into a car accident and ends up killing, Morgan Freeman's, daughter. And it's kind of like kind of what ends up happening, and she kind of goes and helps Morgan Freeman because he's taking care of, you know, his daughters, you know, his granddaughter. It's like a whole thing. It's very, very sad movie. It's like one of those things, like I said, just keep in mind going into this, it is a very sad, but really well acted film by Florence Pugh and Morgan Freeman here. Like I said, this one is called Good Person. The next one here, this one is from Sony, and this is a movie here called 65, and this one stars Adam Driver. And this is it's an interesting idea, and a lot of people might be like, oh, this is really out there to really think about what this is. So basically, it's like Adam Driver's character is kind of coming from another planet that kind of evolved very far before Earth ever really started. So basically, Earth, when the dinosaurs and everything were here and was just kind of brand new, in his planet that he came from, everything had kind of basically was where Earth is right now in 2023, but even more advanced. So it's one of those real thinking kind of movies to think about this whole concept of where he's coming from. So he's basically coming from not the future, but a distant alternate reality almost, of where before the Earth started or was just starting, the Earth was brand new. His Earth had already gone and kind of like evolved past ours currently. And basically, though, something ends up happening. He ends up on, you know, Earth. This Earth, during the period of time when the dinosaurs were there. And it becomes this whole rescue mission thing, and him dealing with the dinosaurs. I thought it was really well done. It was like I said, a really interesting concept. It has on here, though, deleting it and extended scenes, some featurettes on here as well on this one. The next ones here, these are from MVDs from their Rewind collection line. This one here is one called Killzone. The one thing I like about the way that the Rewind collections are designed too is on the initial releases, the slipcovers. They have the slipcovers on them that are designed to look like old school video rentals, like with the stickers and the Beacon Rewind, and they kind of age them up and stuff. And I really like that style on them. This is another really fun one here, Witch Trap. And it's funny, it says something on the back. This motion picture is not a sequel to Witchboard. I think there was like a lot of confusion with this one, and people mixing these two ones up and stuff like that. But I remember really liking this one. This was actually a pretty cool one here called Witch Trap. And this one is done with a kind of cool, it has like a Discovery series on here. Really cool old stickers on this one, like the aging on this one here. The next one here, and this is the very first Code Red 4K, I believe. And this is a movie called Scream. And I remember liking this one. It's basically people on this boat raft that kind of get in this like weird western town and immediately start getting killed off out there. It was a kind of a cool movie, a very early slasher film. This was from 1981. So cool, this is now available on 4K. Like I said, it's the very first 4K that Code Red has done. So it has the brand new 4K scan with extensive restoration and color correction from the original 60mm negatives on here, a commentary track on here with the director, a theatrical trailer on this one here as well. These ones are from Kino Lorber, from the Kino Lorber Classics line. This one here is when I remember seeing this one as a kid, like years and years ago. I rented this one from Blockbuster. This is from 1989, so it's like one of those ones I had not seen in years. It's one called The Experts. It's with John Travolta, and basically he kind of thought he was opening up this nightclub and ends up going over to the the KBG kind of takes him to another country, and it's basically to try and teach people there about how to be cool Americans and how to be cool and hip and everything like that. So it's just this really wacky movie. I remember this, like I said, back in the day, seeing this one, and it was just fun to see this one again. This one has on here, though, the Making of Film Experts on here with director Dave Thomas on here. And another one here to let you guys know that was available from Kino Lorber. This one came out years ago. I can't remember what distributor put this out. I think it was Olive Films. I think it was that put it out originally on DVD years and years back. And I don't think it had any features or anything like that. So this one has a lot of features on here for this film called Stone Cold. And this one is kind of like a guy going undercover in a gang. This one has on here some interviews on here with the star Brian Bosworth, interview with Lance Hendrickson, some other actors interviews on here, theatrical trailer, TV spots as well on this one. Now this one is one I feel like a lot of people are not aware of, and this is from MVD, and this is Project Alf. Now this is so weird because basically, if you guys are know the show Alf, and I as a kid I remember too, it ended in like 1990 something, and it ended up with a total cliffhanger. It was like this whole thing, and it was supposed to end up getting another season, and it was not supposed to end the way that it did, and it ended up getting canceled right after. So it was years later they ended up making this movie, Project Alf, which was this weird TV sequel film, you know, to kind of wrap up the story. And it's kind of like Alf, you know, on like, you know, working with the government, and like it's an area with Area 51 and all this weird stuff going on. But it's crazy to see this again, because I remember seeing this one as a kid, and like it aired on TV like once or something like that, and that's like you never saw this again. It has on here a photo gallery and an interview on here with the creator of Alf on this one. And the last one here, I'll have a link below where you guys can order this one for the best price. This is also I don't know the distributor on this one, but it's a movie here called the Horror Crowd, and this is basically, though, as a documentary by actor Ruben Pla, I believe that's how you say it, and he basically was interviewing a number of different, you know, actors, producers, directors, like, you know, actors like Lynn, you know, like I said, producers, directors, kind of all about horror films, and kind of questions involving like kind of all different sort of topics involving films and like dark subject matter and all this type of stuff, and their experiences in making films and things along those lines. But a really great documentary here. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. And like I always say, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.